Probably a Sandrock game from last year. I mean, it was a real good game. I mean, we was all hyped and ready for it, and we was there, I think, and shut them out. And that was a big win for us because they're a big rival.
What are your goals for this season?
Just mainly to do my job and do everything I can to help us get to the state championship and win it.
What was your inspiration to play football?
I don't know. I always grew up around football. When I was little, I started playing and just fell in love with the sport and played ever since.
How do you think this week's game will go?
It'll be a good game. I mean, they're a pretty good team, and we're good too. I mean, it's just gonna be a
Win! Panthers go! Panthers fight! Panthers win! Collinsville Panthers go! Fire win! Panthers go! Panthers fight! Panthers win! Collinsville Panthers go! Fire win!
From this season.
My favorite memory, it's probably, I have two that I really enjoy so far this season. It's the section game, round 2, when we, Sandrock had to forfeit their game and we picked up section for a second time this season. Those kind of games are always really interesting. First of all, it's really hard to beat a team twice. But it's also, in the first game we won 7-0, so we knew we had a lot to improve on. And I think that it was just a great measure to see where we were and where we are now. Section, they were a lot better than the first time we played them, but we'd also improved. And the second time we came out and played them, we beat them 28-0. And so we got to, kind of see how much we've grown since that time. The second memory there is probably last week at practice. Last week we had a bye week, so we were able to prepare for Plainview for 2 weeks now. And last week, I don't know what it was, it's just something with the kids. It really clicked. We had a great week of practice, really physical, really got after it. And I'm ready to see the reward from that this week, this Thursday at Plainview, or this Thursday against Plainview, sorry.
Why did you become a coach?
Why did I become a coach? It's kind of the same reason I became a teacher as well. I've always really loved kids. I've loved the impact that some of my teachers and coaches have had on me throughout the years. So, as a teacher, you just get to have a great impact with kids. Sometimes kids, especially just in the location that we're at, they don't have a lot at home. Some kids don't have, families at home, parents at home to take care of them and nurture them and love on them, after school. So, that's why I became a teacher. Football or just becoming a coach in general, it furthers that ability to make an impact and that ability to just have a relationship with the kids. Like I said, some kids don't have that at home, so as coaches, we get to be that for them. We get to be the people that love on them and, get them confidence and help shape their futures and turn them into the men that they hopefully become later on.
What are your thoughts on this week's game?
Like in my previous answer talking about practice, I think that this will hopefully and probably be the most prepared we've been for a game all season. Hands down, in my opinion, this has been the best week of practice we've had so far. The kids are bought in, they really want to go out and perform well. So that being said, I'm expecting some big things. I'm expecting to be able to show up and show out pretty much.
And lastly, do you have any words for your team and your viewers?
Really for everybody, definitely for the team, but really for everybody out there, probably the biggest word of advice I can give is just to never be content. Coach Garrett talks a lot, with this mortar culture and, do your job culture that we're trying to shape here at Collinsville. He talks a lot about, doing things the best they've ever been done. better than anybody's ever done them. I could say take that a step further. Never be content. Even if you're doing something better than anybody else around, don't get complacent on where you're at. You can always do better. So whether this be football or whether this be math class, it doesn't matter. You might be the best student in your math class, you might have the best grade, but you can always do better. If throughout your life you never become content and you're always looking to improve, you're going to be a very successful person. You're going to definitely be able to turn things around for yourself, and when things like adversity strike, you're going to be the kind of person that can pull through. So never get content.
Panthers go!